the television coverage? Has there been any press coverage of your report in Japan?
One weekly magazine tried to fool me, but a lot of people wrote to the editors of that weekly magazine, and nothing since then. Then a lot of people wrote to me through internet and so on to support. One TV station, commercial TV station, is going to make some report of my time in Brussels, London, and here. And one weekly magazine will report my time in Europe next week. And gradually, various media are beginning to write about the 9/11. There were 2 or 3 programs to mention about the 9/11s, but sort of fragmented sort of coverages. I think now more sort of, I'm working through various journalist friends to carefully sort of prepare for various coverages. Then there is a Foreign Correspondents Club of Japan, and one foreign journalist, I know some of you may know Benjamin Fulford, a Canadian journalist, tried for me to speak at the Foreign Correspondents Club. Then one particular person has been blocking it. And but I think he finds a way, or others will find a way for me to speak at the Foreign Correspondents Club. So in a sense, he and others are now screening who are connected with who. Yes.
Sir.
Someone can coordinate, yes.
Yeah. Yes. Just to get this straight, you, according to the information you get from the chairman of the German Central Bank, the chairman, that there was a meeting on the 17th of December or September 2001, where all the chairmen of the European Central Banks are together. Are they discussing the put options, or is it a point on the agenda? Actually, these put options were this happening, this inner trade was happening.
I can show you the the Financial Times article or something. I can show you the article, but I think he reported at the meeting of governors of central banks of Europe about the possible put options, the possibilities that his men in the Bundesbank of Germany had found.
Yeah. So my point is they know, or they all know.
Yes.
And the problem is if it's documented, if there is a minute, if it's a meeting, if the official point, agenda on this meeting, then there should be a minute from the meeting, which should be available on some Freedom of Information Act. I don't know.
Please do find out. It was at the Central Governors President's meeting. And either meeting was on the 17th or the article was on the 17th of September. Yes. I think, sorry? I can show you the article to you later. Yes. Please.
Is there like a 9/11 truth movement in Japan?
As I said, not a movement as such, but what Yumi Kikuchi calls herself and her group Global Peace Campaign is a sort of equivalent of truth movement.
Maybe they can coordinate with us in in Europe as well.
Yes, because I mean they invited Mr. Rodriguez and what is her name, former FBI lady,
Sybil Edmonds.
I think she also came to the meeting in August 2 years ago. And she, Yumi Kikuchi, was invited by some people in Vancouver to speak on the 9/11 last week. Otherwise, she would have liked to come with me here.
Is there a blog or something in English where we can follow what's happening with your movement in Japan that's in English that we can read?
Yumi Kikuchi, her homepage has English version, and Benjamin Fulford has his English version. But Benjamin Fulford, some of his sort of points what I shall say, a bit eccentric or...
What is the
Okay.
address?
Sorry?
What is the two addresses of these web pages?
Sorry?
What is the URL of these web pages?
Yeah, let me talk with you afterwards. Huh? By the way, I do not have a secretary to be able to communicate in foreign language, so I have to do it by myself. Therefore, I may not have been able to respond to your communications. But, so please do understand. For those who may have sent emails to me, info@yfujita.com, maybe instead of info, if you put Yuki Hisa, then that comes to my personal address that I can deal with better. Please.
Have you met?
Spell that out. Or write it down.
I have the address. We'll provide it later. We'll provide it. Off we go.
This just gets deeper, doesn't it? The rabbit hole.
I think, Belinda, you had a question?
Yeah.
Have you met any member of parliament in Japan or Europe who would be willing to support and demand for international inquiry on the United Nations of 9/11? International inquiry like the Rafik Hariri? You know, have you met any MP like Mr. Mitchell or any of your party who would support an international inquiry?
As I said, quite a few MPs in my party are interested and have known various information. A few have actually seen some of the videos, such as loose change. But when it comes to concrete action like that, I think it takes more time for them to be informed. And therefore, we try to have more briefings amongst our members.
Japan is a big centre of peace, and obviously Yumi Kikuchi is very much linked with that. So what is the reaction from the peace community in Japan to your information and your stance? Or are you aware of any reaction?
Yes, a lot of people have contacted with me, and actually on the 10th of January when I asked questions to the Prime Minister and others, despite a very short notice since the previous day, a lot of people tried to watch my questions through internet. So internet became a sort of traffic jam for some people to find difficult to access. And for the last week, so I've been receiving many encouraging supports by so many people. Thank you.
What are your views on full force, the other work about secret societies and such?
That, I think, has become a bit controversial. And maybe it's important for me to deal with 9/11 separately from other things that he does say. Otherwise, yeah.
Do you get any support from the Komeito party?
Sorry?
The Komeito party?
No.
They don't? They're not?
Well, there may be some individual MPs who are interested, but they are in the coalition with the government. And they are very close to US government. So as far as Bush is in power,